looking at the climate in the country, but also the climate in the Commonwealth, right? And we always say that we're different and we have different laws and we have different regulations, but we are seeing more and more of the change in climate in the Commonwealth in particular areas. And I gave a speech at my little birthday party on Abraham Lincoln's birthday the other day where I talked about a cold civil war, okay? The second civil war in this country, but this is a cold war. And if it becomes a hot war after this election, it could be a turning point as to whether or not this experiment continues.
I mean, it's happening here. I really think that law enforcement needs to take it a lot more seriously, and they are. There's always been combativeness in politics. I'm fine with that. Like, we signed up for that, you know. There's always going to be some level of combativeness and disagreement. We did not sign up for, like, physical violence. And no one should sign up for that in this country or in any democracy, threats of physical violence, because you can't have a democracy if the people running it, getting elected to it, are at risk for their lives. And as some of you might know, like I had a decently high profile spat with a politician, we'll say, and I had thousands of responses to that spat come through my office. A couple were several credible death threats, and to the point where the state police actually went. These people who were making death threats weren't from Massachusetts, but the state police actually went and knocked on some doors, or had doors knocked on in other states, of at least two individuals who sent a credible death threat to me, and also my staff in my office. I felt really bad for my 1 year out of college, Carly, who worked for me, that she is in the office and has to have the state police come by just to check on her. That should not happen in a democratic society, but that happened to me. That's where we're at.
And just so you know, the story that Dylan tells is, I know a half a dozen individuals that have had either the institutional security, or in some cases, state police going to the home for a period of time and being in the neighborhood at the house. So it's not an isolated case.